rock right down there. Looks like an upside down boot. That's what we call Nellie's boot. There's no Indian story associated with it. But you can see that from the old ranch house down there in the Horse Creek Canyon. Pretty prominent from everywhere on the ranch here. There's a big old white Mariposa poppy. Better picture of it. One of many balance rocks you find up here. Wondering why they don't fall down with time. Probably been sitting there for 2,000, 3,000 years. Dead manzanita tree. tallest peaks around here are about 2,200 feet, I think, 2,300. There's the homestead down there. That's Red Hill, right in the smack in the middle of our place. My cabin's over there. You can kind of see a shooting range with the blue tarps on it. That peak is Potato Hill. That's south. That's my grandpa's reservoir he put in the 50s. That was his old homestead that you saw down there, those buildings behind that dead tree. There's some mountains back there, got a little snow on them from the last snowfall that came through here about last weekend, 4 or 5 days ago. Beautiful day today. Must be about 72, 3-4 degrees. See the grass moving, got a slight breeze. Just a couple big puffy clouds. So my grandpa came up here in 21, and they moved into that place down there, cleaned it all up. It had been abandoned, and they lived in there until 40. They had 3 kids, and the kids couldn't get to school when Horse Creek flooded, so they moved down there and built a house on that side of the creek over there so the kids could get down to Lemon Cove on the other side of that mountain, go to school. That's Kauai Lake right there. Started putting that in 58, finished it in 62. Before there was just a Kauai River that went through that valley right there. Orange groves and peaches and orchards. People lived down there and they forced them to sell and moved them off. Beautiful country. Looks like the flowers are pretty much mostly gone. There's a little lupin right down here. That big flat out there, Big Oak Flat, 2,000 acres. It's probably 5 miles long, 1.5 miles, 2 miles across this way, 5 miles this way. Other side of that Potato Hill is the Yokol Valley. Pretty. I got to grow up here, so I'm a very lucky person. And I still have a piece, so I can come here anytime I like. It makes me an extremely lucky person. homesteaders up here were out there on that big oak flat that I was showing you. There are some old Indian springs out there. You could grow a garden, raise some crops, nice flat areas. This in the mid-1800s, the place was teeming with wildlife. It was back when there used to be elk in California and antelope and grizzly bears. Things we managed to kill off. Drives this road much anymore. I'm surprised we haven't seen some deer already. There's that little pond we came in by where the road goes this way and that way, and we took the right. Red-tailed hawk flying right here. Man, this is steep country. These old mountains rise up fast. Kind of like most of the Sierras. Once you get out of them little rolling, knobby foothills, these big guys just take off. You cover more vertical distance than you do horizontal distance. We were kids, it was a hoot to roll rocks off down these hills. They could pick up some speed. Take out mid-sized trees and slow-running ranchers. A lot of people say that lake was a big improvement, but the people that live down there sure didn't like to see it come. But it was to keep all the flooding from occurring in Visalia. Hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of damage. I say it'd be over in that area over there. You can see between those mountains. About 25 miles that way. That area over there beyond those mountains, that's Wood Lake. Really something. These are poppies right here. California golden poppies. Didn't have a big crop this year, but we had a few of them. Milkweed thistle, pretty purple flowers.